Another person I'm a gigantic fan of is Rob Walling, a Startups for the Rest of Us podcast, founder of Drip, now more recently founder of TinySeed, which is an investment fund for bootstrap businesses. Also the creator of Microconf, which is a conference for bootstrap founders. I haven't gone to Microconf because I'd never gone because I always go to Magento Imagine, which is like 1 week beforehand, and it's just a weird conflict. I feel this intimate connection because I've listened to Startups for the Rest of Us for so long. I haven't listened recently, but I listened to that podcast for several years as I was building my first business. Anyways, it's just incredible everything that Rob has done with Drip being wildly successful and being acquired. And more recently, he's launching season 1 of a podcast next Thursday. It follows a startup founder over several months. I've been podcasting for nearly 10 years and 700 episodes. This is by far the most time, effort, and money I've invested into a podcast, which is saying a lot. And I listened real quickly to this clip. TinySeed in of itself is really, really interesting. They're funding bootstrap founders, giving them access to tools and a team of mentors and some funding. It's going to be massively successful. It's already, I'm sure, very successful. And then I see that he's going to be doing a podcast following a founder. I'm like going, oh my God, this is going to be so good. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to listen to it. And it's like, man, everything Rob touches turns to gold. It's so cool to see. And I remember one time I was on a plane and it was in that phase where I was building my first business and trying to figure things out, struggling. And I read his book, Start Small, Stay Small, where he talked about how it's okay to be a small business. You don't have to, and this is a thread that you see in everything Rob does, you don't have to go that route of let's be VC funded, let's be a unicorn, let's be gigantic. You can have a great profitable business that's smaller. You can design it the way you want around your lifestyle. And he's done that with, Microconf is micro. It's all about those smaller businesses, TinySeed. And it's funny because on the one hand, Rob is definitely staying small in all of these different ways. And at the same time, he's had massive successes with these businesses and is now an investor. It's really cool to see, really unique what Rob has done. And I'm sure I'm going to meet him one of these days and get to tell him how awesome I think he is. But I'm looking forward to this podcast. Faux show.